beautiful people. Good morning and miraculous Monday. I pray this message finds you well, healthy, in great spirits, and having a marvelous day thus far. I am leaving this message. I'm out for a walk. I am off today. I have a day of appointments today, and then my son has a day of appointments tomorrow because of my last day. This will be the final month that he is under my medical. So just making sure that everything is copacetic with him and that he's in good health and that nothing is needed since this is the final month. So I'm on the countdown, and I do want to say that last week Monday I gave the official, I put it out that it's official that December 19th will be my last day at work, and then Tuesday I counted as 16 working days, and then Wednesday I counted as 15 working days when I actually should have been counting the day that I was in. So Tuesday should have actually been day 17, and then Wednesday should have been day 16. So today is Monday, and I officially have 15 working days left. However, how my countdown is going, I realized that I was off, y'all. I was off because I was actually counting the day ahead instead of the actual day that I was in. So today is actual day 15, but on the countdown it's day 14 because, hello, how you doing? It's day 14 because of how last Wednesday I counted as 15. So I actually have 3 weeks left, 15 working days, but today will be day 14. And then I'll actually go down to the 19th being my 0 day, y'all. My 0 day. And it has been it has been a lot of thought and emotion and so much that has been on my mind. I definitely know I was called and being called to resign. However, I've been working since I was 12, so actually leaving a job and being without a job is kind of, I don't want to say scary because I'm not speaking that into existence, but it is new for me. It is new for me to adjust and wrap my mind around it because I have never done anything like this before. I have never made what I needed for myself the priority, or I would get to a place where I had to make a decision and a choice, and I would allow other people's opinions to weigh in and end up making me nervous or overthinking or talking myself out of the specific choice because it seemed too far-fetched, or it was just too much to, I didn't take a leap. I didn't take a risk. I have not, when it comes to myself, I have not been a big risk taker, gambler. That I've never been that type of person. I have been very content and comfortable with, like I say, getting comfortable in places and spaces, especially if they're providing care and handling business and I'm able to make it do what it do. So I never really stepped out on faith or took a risk or took a chance in regards to myself, especially not anything like this, being that I still have my mortgage and my bills and so much other stuff. However, I am staying present in my moments. I'm staying aware, and I am aware and speaking to the feelings that do come up. So there has been, fear that has come up. There has been doubt. There has been second guessing. especially since, it's out and people know, people are telling me they don't think it's a good idea, or they don't see why I would do this, or they don't understand. And in the past, that doubt and fear or other people's words may have gotten next to me, or I may have allowed them to creep in my head and use them as a confirmation that I'm not supposed to do what it is that I'm planning on doing. And I just have to say, this time it is a beautiful thing that I could care less what people think. It's a beautiful thing that people's opinions are exactly that, their opinions. They have no bearing, they have no weight, they have, like I say, they are not even considered when I'm making this decision for myself, or in, preparing myself for this execution, or to come to my final day of work. So it is a blessing to be at a stage in life where I don't need validation from people. I don't need validation from man. I don't need the human validation. And in the past, it seems like not only did I seek it and require it, but I also used it in making decisions for myself. Hello, how you doing?
Good, you?
I'm fine, thank you. And I also used it in making decisions for myself, and I weighed it heavily. I put it on the table and made it a part of the decisions that I made for myself. So it is a beautiful thing to not need or let people's doubt creep in to really upset me or bother me, or change my trajectory of where I know I'm being called to head. It is, like I say, it's new for me. I've been hearing a lot of, I don't think that's a good idea, or that doesn't make any sense, or I don't think that you should do that. It's been 19 and a half years, and that's the thing, is that it has been 19 and a half years. However, if what I'm about now is figuring out what God has for me. This life should not be just redundant and repetitious and functioning of doing the same thing that is not truly satisfying you, not truly fulfilling you, or not truly igniting or exciting you. And we get in life and put our head down and stay grinding, only to lift our head up one day and be in a place and space and not even know how we got there, because we weren't present in our living. We weren't present in our functioning and what we were made to do. We go into autopilot, and autopilot and functioning is not living. And I desire to live fully, authentically, and unapologetically. And I know that, and this regardless to what people think, this is my life, and it has been made very clear. Like, ain't nobody helping me out. Ain't nobody checking for me, or nobody's checking on me. And that has been very clear over the last 2 years of my ups and downs, my trials, my tribulations, my struggles, my, being completely leveled and having to rebuild myself only by the grace of God. And the people that I loved and sacrificed for and was there for were not there for me. There is no one that I could call right now that is going to show up if I need help. There is not somebody I can call to borrow money from if I fall short. There's not anybody who is going to help me to do the things that I need to do for me. And I'm not just speaking. That has been proven. That has been proven over the last 2 years with the people who were in my life. So, like I say, I'm grateful for my identity in God, because it taught me it called me higher, and it also taught me how to love and respect and honor and value myself. And in that identity, I know that God has greater things for me to live and experience. My soul's purpose is big, and it's the mantle that I'm called to carry is bigger than anything that I could ever imagine for myself. And I know that I'm meant to live a life that excites and ignites me, not just functioning or living. I'm called to be of assistance, be of impact, be of positive impact, be encouragement, be help, be support. I'm called to share my testimony and the things that I have learned along the way through my therapy and my healing and through drawing closer to God, in hopes that the things that I'm going through and experiencing will help somebody else. It'll help you to make you a priority, to know that you matter, to know that you're worthy of more than enough, to step out on faith and start your healing. Start to deal with the wounds of the past, childhood wounds, family wounds, mother wounds, father wounds, every wound that we carry and keep on going. And we just carry, but ultimately those things that we carry weigh us down, and we're not meant to be weighed down. We're meant to be light and free. And you have to start, and I realize because of my childhood trauma, my wounds, my child wounds, my family wounds, my mother wounds, my father wounds, my money wounds, my scarcity mindset, my lack consciousness, my poverty mindset. These are things that we learn, through family, through experience, through the labels that are assigned, and ultimately the things that we believe are true and define ourselves by. And through my therapy and healing, I realize a lot of things. I realize that a lot of things that I defined myself by, or that I believed were true, were not the truth at all. And that is most likely the case for many of us. We carry these things as if it's the gospel, and when you start laying it on the table, addressing it and dealing with it and confronting it and facing it and going through it, you realize a lot of the things that you believed, at least for me personally, a lot of the things that I believed wasn't even the truth at all. So and also when you have childhood wounds and you have trauma and so many things, or you don't think highly of yourself, or you feel unworthy, or not enough, or not valued because of the things that you went through, you're not always you're going to make the best choices for yourself in the moment. However, it's not necessarily the best choice, because it's based out of where you're at emotionally. It's based off what you're feeling, how you feel about yourself. And if you're not feeling the greatest about yourself, or if you don't feel that you're worthy, or you don't feel that you're enough, you're gonna make the best choice in that moment. But really, is it the best choice? Because it's usually settling for less than desirable treatment, less than what you want and want for yourself, it's usually something that you just become complacent in because that's what you feel worthy to receive, and so many other things. So there has just been so much that's going on and so much that is unfolding in my life, and I realize, from somebody who used to try to do everything in her own strength and try to make things happen and get things done myself, I realize there's so many things that, well, the majority of things, well, almost all things, we have no control over. We have control over very little in our life, and we stress about a whole lot. And a lot of the things that we stress and that are heavy on us, we can't affect change. We have no control over, and it is in a lot of things that I try to hang on to. Sometimes the tighter I would try to hang on, the more things will fall apart. So have learned to let go and just stay in the flow, and to let God lead, because that is the way that it is meant to be. We're not meant to do this life alone, and sometimes when we operate on our own devices, it could feel so alone, so learn to love you, learn to be good to you, learn to know that you are worthy and more than deserving to have the desires of your heart. Truly think about what makes you feel good and what excites and what ignites you. And other people are always going to have their opinions. However, hello, how you doing? Other people are always going to have their opinions. However, other people's opinions can only get to you if you allow it. And at the end of the day, this is your life. And a lot of the other people who are giving you their opinions are not even contributing to your life, or not helping you, are not part of your life. So I don't know why they would have a say in your life. So and another thing that I'm realizing too is that when you have childhood wounds and childhood trauma and you continue to go on with life, at least this was my case, I was so numb. I had a problem with feeling and dreaming and visualizing because of the blocks that I had and because of the things that I carried and defined myself by. So you have to heal the childhood wounds and speak to the things that you've never spoken to, address the things, confront the things, go through them, release them, deal with them, release them with love and compassion, and let them go. You have to also forgive the people who trespassed against you. That also you have to forgive yourself for allowing and accepting less than desirable treatment. So this is day, I have 15 working days left, y'all. 3 more weeks. But this is day 14, according to my off count. So this is day 14, and we're gonna go down to 0 on December 19th. So here we go, y'all. Come with me. I've been having to be aware, be present in my moments, address the feelings that come up, and let them know that they have no power, they have no control, and I will not let it stay. I will not stay there and stay stuck in it. So I'm continuing to face and address and be aware of everything that I need to, so that I can stay pushing. Because at the end of the day, I know what God has for me is far greater than anything that I could have ever planned or thought for myself. So, all right, my beautiful people. Ooh, here we go. It's on the countdown. Do something that makes you feel good. Do something that puts a smile on your face, some joy in your heart, and excites and ignites you today. Have the most marvelous Monday on purpose. I'll talk to you soon. Mwah.